Mike Perez versus Bryant Jennings post-fight review. Well, as you heard my pre-fight prediction, I believe that Bryant Jennings would stop Mike Perez late in the fight. The reason why I said that was because I believe that Mike Perez would tire late on, and Jennings, who keeps his body in better shape and is the better athlete of the two, would come through, and that showed in the later rounds. Perez, he's got great boxing skill, but there's no point in having great boxing skill if you don't have a great engine. And the second thing is if you don't fancy it. And the third thing is mentally, has Perez recovered from that fight he had against Abdusalamov? So those are some questions. I believed that Jennings would win the fight. Unfortunately, I heard this fight, or I had to listen to the commentary of Sky Sports, and it was unbelievably biased. They were saying how Jennings had fought nobody, and how Perez had fought everybody, and Booth was a great trainer in the corner, and how Perez was doing stuff, and Jennings looked like an amateur. But I worked out straight up that Jennings' tactics was to take the fight in the second half of the fight and not let Perez get too far ahead. And for the most part, for somebody as talented as Perez, I was disappointed to see Perez not engage more with Jennings. Because at the end of the day, Perez was this heavy-handed big puncher. So if anybody's got question marks about Jennings' chin, he took some big punches from Perez and kept coming forward against a big, strong, powerful heavyweight. So those people that question Bryant Jennings and saying that he can't be in there with a tough, strong, big heavyweight that can punch, well, he did that. He did that against a skillful heavyweight as well. So a lot of credit has to go to Bryant Jennings. For somebody who hasn't had the greatest amateur background, a lot of credit has to go to his trainer. Again, Fred Jenkins, great trainer there in Philly. I don't know about Adam Booth. Perez came into this fight overweight. Now, is that down to Adam Booth and the camp there? Is that to do with Perez himself, lack of discipline? I don't know. But it's the second time I've seen Adam Booth take a fight over to America and not be successful. He kept saying in the corner to Perez to be fast, be quick. You can only be fast and be quick if you've got the stamina to do that. And I don't know, Perez just seems pretty lazy for me. And there's only so much Adam Booth can say to him. And he kept giving him the same strategies over and over again. I liked what Fred Jenkins was saying in the corner to Bryant Jennings, and Bryant Jennings was actually talking back to the trainer. But you can see the mutual respect they have for one another. It's good to hear the trainer talking to the fighter, and the fighter not answering the trainer back, but saying, "Look, okay, I'm not doing that right. I'll go out and do that." And I think it would have been more exciting. It was Mike Perez that ruined that fight. I think if they had engaged more, I really believe that Jennings had the power to stop Perez. But Perez did a lot of holding, and believe me, if Jennings didn't hit as hard as people thought he did or didn't. In other words, if Jennings was a light puncher, I don't think Perez would have done as much holding as he did, because he did buzz Perez, but Perez was experienced enough to keep holding. So he did what he had to do to get through to the end of the fight. So Perez might be one of these guys who may never win a world title. He may be one of these guys that will give somebody a good fight but may never go right through with it. He may end up like Orlando Solis. Who knows? But great fight for Bryant Jennings. He has had a meaningful fight against somebody in the top 10 who was dangerous. So in terms of the thing between Deontay Wilder and Bryant Jennings so far, Bryant Jennings continues to fight the better opposition. We now wait to see Deontay Wilder against Bryant Stavern. And it will be interesting, because if Deontay does beat Stavern, then he would be the first American to the heavyweight title. So it would be fun stuff. So it'll be interesting. But let me know what you guys think about Bryant Jennings. Is he ready for a Klitschko? No, I'm not sure about a Klitschko. But surely he can beat a Shagayev. And I'd like to see him fight against Stavern. Because, again, that's not a big heavyweight. But Stavern does hit very hard. So, Klitschko aside, I think Stavern and Shagayev are two fights I think Jennings can certainly go out there. And Stavern would be a very tough fight. But certainly he'll beat Shagayev. So, who knows? Anyway, I'm out.